So the NPTE exam is the National Physical Therapy exam. It's what we have to take in order to be a licensed physical therapist in the entire United States.
My biggest advice is to have a clear study schedule and to stay consistent with it, even when it gets hard.
My advice for recent grads studying for the NPTE is to take a ton of practice exams.
Really spend time studying. Don't take it lightly. I feel like that's a mistake. It's very commonly made, especially since you're so excited to graduate and you feel like a physical therapist, but you're not licensed yet.
I think the biggest thing that's helpful is to take practice exams. So taking as many of those as you can so you can get used to it so that when you go into the real exam, you're ready and you know what to expect.
I just really use the free resources on YouTube, podcasts, to just really hammer out just frequency of questions. I would write them down and kind of think about them more and maybe just reword them, see if I could figure out why they would ask that way and why the answer is that way.
If there was one thing I wish I would have known, it would be how much clinical reasoning was going to go into that. Because had I known that, I wouldn't have spent so much time on just the rote memorization of things, which still helps you a lot. I'm not saying don't do that, but it really does come down to clinical reasoning.
I would say I study between 3 to 8 hours a day.
About 6 months prior to the test. So right when I heard that we had a test coming up, it's pretty soon, I didn't waste any time. I just started practicing.
I studied for the NPTE from about May to October. I took my exam at the end of October.
The top resources I used, the NPTE Final Frontier is very helpful. Had a good plan, good schedule to follow, definitely related to the exam. I also used the NPTE Clinical Files podcast from the PT Hustle. That was really helpful. And then I took the PEAT exams, which were very similar to the NPTE exam.
I used Final Frontier to study for my NPTE. I thought it was great. I really liked the structure of it. Probably the best thing were the PEATs. Just bite the bullet, buy the extra PEATs. It's definitely worth your money.